on the track, guiding our journey, never looking back. Silver shade, hands on the throttle, we ride the creation full throttle. Up the subscribe button, don't hesitate. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, come into place. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a world and ready to win. Join our crew, it's never too late. Thumbs up, hearts racing, come into place. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a community that forever stays.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Silver Shade here, back on Planet Flatulence. That's what I call it here in Satisfactory for a special 4th of July live stream. That's right, we're going to be working on the battery building again to save my hide. And we're going to keep working on that design and keep that going. My apologies to everyone on the vertical. You'll be able to hear the fireworks, but can't see them, unfortunately. And I think it has to do with the fact that I use Touch Portal, and I cannot link it to Touch Portal so that it can be seen on the vertical. So my apologies on that, but I did provide links down below for the fireworks, for the regular, and I also credited a short version that does have some music in it. So you're welcome to check that out. Everyone's actually welcome to check those out if you'd like. So I did do that, so you can at least check those out. All right, so now the fireworks are over. Now we can get started. And then we got the music cranking. A little Satisfactory music here. Got my candy cane basher. Gonna put that away. I did make a little bit of changes here and there, and hopefully the trains won't give us any trouble. I did work on redesigning that area a little bit. It still needs some more work. Earlier they did give me a little bit of trouble, but I was able to solve it pretty quickly, so hopefully they won't give us any problems. If they do, we'll have to head over there and see what's up, and then you'll be able to see some of the changes I did over there. As for here, I did experiment with a little bit of the layout. You'll notice a little bit of difference here. Some of the decoration elements. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. I changed some of the foundation, I used those different materials here because these, for whatever reason, won't show. This here is nice and shiny, but this one isn't shiny for some reason. So I went ahead and I changed the material, so at least it has a little bit of a shininess to it. So yeah, and I changed I went more of a copper. This is gonna be more like a battery type building. I went ahead and I changed, instead of a red, to copper. It looks like I missed one over there. Let's go get that real quick. Boom. So yeah, I have to make some changes through here too. I haven't done everything. Yeah, so I got that. Yeah, and you'll see I made some changes like right here too. Oh, and this pillar too. I took out some of the. I'm thinking I would put lights around where those are at, because I kind of like how that looks. I took out the other two up there. But inside, I changed the flooring to this here for night instead of red to copper. And we'll have to finish inside, figure out the rest of what we want to do. I may have to change because I like that shininess, so I may go ahead and change that all to shiny in here. And we do have to finish changing, I'm not finished changing, but finish this layout here as well. And we'll get that going here. Now I did also I did change the elevator to a copper. I also changed the name, so we got the ground floor. I'm going to call the elevator. There we go. I didn't hit the button. Helps if you hit the frickin' button. All right, and then inside, I went ahead and I said, oh, we got floor 2 is the like floor. Stop 3, floor 3 is the subscribe floor. So make sure you like and subscribe. And I am going to put another one here for Twitch that says follow. I haven't, obviously, I only got 2 floors in, but we're going to be designing the floors as we go. So yeah, so I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to start on the outside for a little bit. And get this pattern all done. I may also, because when it's really dark at night, this looked like we could use some lights right here. So we may think about putting a little design of lights right here. But for now, what we're going to do is I happen to have my blueprints right here. Just trying to make sure I get it lined up right. Blueprint mode. I may have to push it back. Yeah, I got to push it back, nudge it back. Nope, I ain't nudging. There we go. Now it's nudged in place. I think it's right where it belongs, I believe. No, I think it actually needs to go up. Let's see. Why don't we actually go down? Let's start down. Let's do that. Start right here. I think that's right. Yep, I think that one is right. Yep. There we go. Yep. So it's probably best to start here. And then that way we can just immediately just lock right onto the top. Do the same here. Go locked in. And just do that. There's a wall here, so it's gonna be, there's a, this rock formation right here. It's gonna be a pain, but I think I can make it work. And of course, there's one of my yucky trains going by. Yeah, I call them yucky because they're hauling nuke material, so I call them yucky. And once we can get off this curve, let's go. We're still on a curve here. We're kind of on a curve. That, yeah. I think the best thing to do, down here, lock it in, push it back. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best course of action. Otherwise, it ain't going to look right. Like that. And later on, you're closer to the end of the live stream, we're going to be setting off some fireworks here in Satisfactory. So definitely stick around for that. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. Yeah, there's the curve, so that way we can Bring it down. Get it back. There we go. Go. Missing materials. Ow. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, they're back now, but not for much longer. Don't tell me we're gonna have to look into that now. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to do that, but fortunately, it's not that far away. And they're right over on the other side of this coal plant that I'm actually in the middle of decommissioning slowly. Because I'm thinking of taking where I'm making all the, we're processing all the bauxite, making the aluminum ingots and stuff like that, and then moving them over to here. So I may be ripping this out and then putting it in here because it gives me a little bit more room, and it will also free up some of that and maybe make some of the track a little more efficient. I'm still evaluating that because I haven't ripped this out yet. I didn't want to rip it out yet till I'm done with that because this is making power for me. But definitely don't want to rip that out yet. But anyway, we're over here. Here it is over here. We may have to do some upgrades to it. Let's take a look, see what's going on over here. Let's see. So, yep, that one looks okay. These look okay. It could be we just need to expand it. So I may need to get those. I may have to rework this a little bit. Yeah, I may have to rework this a little bit because this is obviously this is going to slow me down a bit. Let's see what's going on in here. Yeah, because I mean I've got these boosted as much as possible. Yeah, because they're being sent out elsewhere. That's set to overflow. Okay, we're looking good there. So I think what I'm going to do is I got a couple of these on hand, so this will help a little bit. So that should help build those back up. Let me look at my other blueprint. Does that? Oh yeah, that needs it too. Yeah, it does. What is those cables? And I'm trying to see what I can. I may have to go paint the walls. That's fine. We can do. Oh, the braided cables needs that too. Needs a lot of that. Well, here's what I can do. Until I get the issue resolved, I have an idea. I got an idea. Not my favorite, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let me just get down to, here it is. What mark is that? 5. Okay, that works. Go right along here. Right there. And we'll just connect it right into here, creating a little bit of a loop. So that way, that'll keep that filled. You know what? I should bump that up too. That way it'll get more in there and fill it up a little quicker. All right. I think we're good to get back to what we were doing. let's get back over here. Fortunately, that was at least that was a temporary solution and not far away either. Unlike where if the trains start acting up, we have to go way over there. So we're lucky we don't have to do that. Okay. All right, let's get back down here. I do say it's starting to look a lot better now. Yeah, it's a good thing I did push them in. I don't think there was much I could do about that. I think it's going to be like that all the way. So I may have to consider, let me see here. Yeah, maybe something like that. We'll figure that out. Kind of hide that a little bit. We'll come up with some kind of design, but I won't do that till the rest of the building, until we're pretty much, till we know the actual, the full height of the building and stuff, or later. We'll figure that out as we go. But we need to get this in progress. Yes, I'm kind of stalling just a little to make sure that all builds back up. It looks like it has. And there we go. All right, so while we've got it, let's go around to the other side. Boy, that looks really good too. And we'll keep working on this side. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to push it back. Like that. Go. Doesn't matter what the arrow normally usually it matters, but because it's all the same on the other side, in this case, it really doesn't matter which way the arrow faces. But yeah, you always want to make sure that the arrow's facing the way that you need it to. Especially if the pattern is different on the other side. So you need to make sure it lines up right. But yeah, we're getting there. I think that's right. Looks right. Oh, in a second. Yep, it's right. Good. All right, let's keep going. Gonna get a little trickier here as we go, as it gets closer to the ground. So this is where the nudging up and down really comes in play. Okay. Down it goes. Where it stops, only Silver knows. Well, I completely missed that one. Wow, did I miss that one? There we go. Got it that time. Got it that time. That looks good. That best is gonna do. Go. At least with the blueprints, it does make it a little bit quicker. Because you know, this just trying to do this with the individual wire, the braided wires that they've got, the braided cables. This take forever. But it's definitely looking better already. All right, so it looks like now we're on a curve now. That's it right there. And yep, I think it is. Well, I think the better thing to do in this case is line up that one. Yep, that's the better case. Line up the one above it, and then the one below it will line up just fine. That's the better solution. Just like that. There we go. So we got a little bit of that corner showing down there, but that's okay. You know, the foundation there. I'm not going to see it. I'm not hardly ever going to go back there. I will for a while. But yeah, so now we have that all the way around. Eventually, this is going to be going. Oh, this is going to be all the way around. But because we're built kind of into the mountain or this cliff, we're not going to see it all. All right, so now let's go down here. Now we're going to see how this all lines up. So yeah, this one will matter. This arrow is going to matter. Yeah, and I think the reason why we're not seeing the shiny as much is because of the angle, how far back it has to go to line up. So I think that's why it's... See, if I went like that... Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks okay. That one looks fine. Yeah, that one's all right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but some of them I can't quite do that. That one has to go. Oh. See, some of them they're gonna be doing that. Not a whole lot I can do about that. But most times we're not gonna see much of that anyway. Go. All right, and do the next one. This rock formation here is gonna make it a pain. I'm definitely not gonna make it easy. But we'll get through it. We will get through it. Okay. Yeah. Looks like I may have to do, yeah, I have to do something right along there too. Because, yeah, it's impacting that too. Yeah, I'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. We'll make something look nice there. But the important thing is for now, just getting the rest of these in place. go. And unfortunately, I guess they're, even though it's on blueprint mode, it's not quite snapping where it needs to. So it makes it a little slow, but it is what it is. We'll get it. We'll get it. Oh, now we're on. Figures it was in the wrong angle. Try that again. Oh yeah, we go up there. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, ever since they added that infinite nudge, oh yeah, that helps with that. And there we go. Of course, now we got to do above that. We'll still have to figure something for down here. You know, we don't want to use the, you know, we might want to do a different design for down there. We'll have to figure something out. I'll definitely figure something out for that. And then just, you know, finish covering it all the way down. Because it's not going to go, because of the sand, we're not going to see it all. So we just need to just keep, we'll figure that out. Just keep working on getting this in place. Turn on my freaking flashlight since it's getting dark. Oh, that lined up nicely. Cool. All right, maybe I can get it to line. Oh, yes, I can because I got these at the top. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, much better. Yeah, much better. Too bad I couldn't do that on the bottom. Or maybe it could. I'll have to try it. Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I must have moved. Oh. Poop dirt. Oh, well. There we go. We got it. All right. It's hard to really see what it looks like. We'll definitely do the pattern of this here. Around, but yeah, we'll definitely do that. We might not do. So what I might do is, yeah, let's do this. Let's take this. Where is that? Right there. So let's go right. It's hard. I can't see it. Where it lines up at. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like it's 4 above it. Because I got no door there. I don't know what to line it up. It's hard to line it up. But let's see. There, it's right there. 2, 3, 4. Yep, I think that's it. I think it's, yeah, I think it is centered. Okay, there we go. Four centered. I think it's centered. Yep, it's centered. Okay. Take that. Come over here. Center that. I'm not sure. How did I have the angle? I want to make sure it's angled the same way. Just stick it right there just to see. Okay. Just like that. All right, I'm going to leave that one right there. Right there. Go right there. Awesome. All right, let's go. Let's just temporarily get rid of that. So if I skip that one, go 1, 2, that, 2, put right there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Maybe put it right here. Take that out. And put it right there. I think that'll be good. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That'll work. Love that. Yeah, so then we got, so instead of being, you know, the way it's not continuous, we get a little break in between. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I think that actually I did it wrong. Patterns. Yeah, because I got, well, let me see. Let me think about this. Oh, silver, copper. Let's see if I skip here. Skip that one. Copper, silver, skip. Copper. So, yeah, see, there's, it's not going to line up right. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to just do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just trying to figure out how to make, yeah, or better yet, why don't I do this? I got an idea. Change the pattern up just a little bit for this side. Go like that. Get rid of that. That one right there. And get rid of that. Put that one right there. Yeah, I think that looks better. Now you got the 3. Oh, but there's no 3 there. Or did I? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, it's got it. Okay. Oh, let's see. I think, yeah, then we'll get rid of that. Just temporarily put that there. Get rid of that. Put that back. We'll just put it back the way we had it. Because at least then it's got the 3 and the 3. I think that's going to probably be the best, I think. Yeah, we just repeat that pattern so get the 3 and the 3. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way to do it. We definitely need to figure out what to do down there. I don't think we have much by way of like wall patterns, because we only just got that. I mean, we do have windows with different patterns. But, you know, you'll still, yeah, we can change that to the shiny, of course. But it just, yeah, we'd have to do some kind of design with it. We might be able to do maybe, yeah, we could probably still do some of the braided cable design maybe. And then maybe some lights with some beams maybe. But, yeah, we'll come back to that. For now, the best thing to do is keep working on this. So I think what I'm going to do to speed up this part is I'm just going to go like this. that. Yeah, that's really saving time when I could just snap it in place. Love it. Yep, I like that. That's good. This side was a lot faster too because it's obviously with all this sand here, not a lot we can do about it, which is fine. It hides a lot of it, that's fine with me. But unfortunately, we do have this section down here to deal with. So let's deal with it. Like that. Go. Let's... Oh yeah, that'll snap right down. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll. Oh, I should have done for all the others. At least this section anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, there goes a yucky train. All right. Well, eventually I have to figure something out here, but we won't be able to do that till we get like how we want these. You know, obviously got the flooring for the next floor to come in and out here. So, yep. So we definitely need to think about what do we want to do here. Got to do something. Well, first thing I think I want to do, just in case, we're going to change this all out to the shiny foundation. Just in case. We'll leave those as is. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's all that we can do there. All right. So now we need to figure out this section. I think, do I have it in here somewhere? No, that ain't it. I think it's in my blueprints. Let me back to the one I was working on. Where'd it go? It's right. I know it's here. Ain't that one. There it is, right there. All right, now let's look for the one I'm looking for. It ain't train lines, ain't lights. It's not that one. Walls. Was it that one? No. No, ain't that. Honeycomb wall, copper wall. Copper wall. Oh, maybe that was it. I think that was it. Let me put it as 3. What is this? Oh. Oh, okay. It definitely looks like it's a wall. All right. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, that's a wall. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can use that. But why is it like that? Did I build it the wrong way? Let me clear this. Clear blueprint. Load blueprint. Let's see. Upper wall with light in it. Oh, it was made in a different one. Ah, okay. Different one. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this blueprint designer. Maybe it was in this one. I need to see what's up with that blueprint. Ah. That's why I built it flat. That's why. Okay. And because I built it flat, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Well, I could try. Let me see something. There's the beam right there. No, ain't gonna happen. Okay. Let me check the other one. There was one other in here. Let's see. Clear blueprint designer. Load blueprint. Walls. Aha. Okay. So I did that. So that's that one. All right. So I definitely want to put that one. My blueprints, but that is 4. But I need to fix the other because I want to use that other design. That would be so cool. All right, so let me go and let me clear the blueprint designer. I'm going to load that blueprint back up. Like that. Okay. 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 Oh, that's probably why I did it like that. All right. That's not gonna work. I like that idea, but I don't think that's gonna work. So let me look at a metal beam. Let's get that metal beam back. Maybe if I did this. Like this. Come on. Stop that. There. All right. Now take that. That. All right. Now let's take a wall. Just needed to see how high it would be. There we go. That's what I want right there. right. Yep, looks good. Little too hot. I'll tell you what, let's take this out, take this out, take this out. Do it like that. Okay, we'll just definitely just redesign it. That's fine. Come up with something new. And let's see. All right, let's see. Reinforced window. Just curious. If I bring that down. Bring it up. No, bring it out. No. No, it's a good idea. Let's see. About like this. Oh, maybe this. No. No. Frame wall, maybe? Nope. It needs something. See, now that's not bad. I think I can do something with that. Let's see, where's that beam? Where is that? Ha! Shelf beam. Okay, so if we go like that, bring it down a hair. Like that. That again. But the thing is, it doesn't, not doing what I want. All right, well. In that case, let's get that shelf beam back in. Right here. See, it doesn't, I want like halfway and it won't do halfway. Let me just see. How does that look if I go like that? Interesting. What if let me bring my customizer up. Let's get the color. Let's go with the chrome finish. That. Yeah, that might be interesting. let's get this out of here. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Do that. Stop that. Stop hitting the ground. Oh, yep. That's because it's doing that. So let's do that. Yeah, there we go. That won't hit the ground. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go into the blueprints. Upper wall. Go ahead and save the blueprint, since we just reused it. All right, let's come over here and let's see what we come up with. That's not too bad. That means we'll be left with something down here to figure out, but I kind of like that a little bit. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Now let's see, what about this one? Yeah. Bring this one down. Or, yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll have to figure something down here. You know, maybe repeat that down there. Yeah, we might do that. Yeah, that's actually not bad. But I don't know about that. I don't know. See, I like that, but I don't like it. Let's see. Let's just take it out and... go. All right, let's try down here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to leave that one stick out a little bit like that. Yeah, I think I will. Ain't going to matter because it goes into there. So, yeah, that looks fine. And it sticks out a little bit, gives a little bit more depth. If that works for me. All right, I'm going to get a quick drink here. Okay. All right, let's get back to building here. I'm loving this design. I might continue that all the way down, maybe. Yeah, I might do that. Let's see. Okay, blueprint mode. There we go. Yep, I didn't have blueprint mode on. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because this is the base, so that makes sense. Just snap some of these in. We'll come back and get those. No, I think it's gonna have to go like that. Okay. I was trying to see if I can get it any closer, but that's about as good as it's gonna get. Go. I think that's the same as over here. It's a little weird. Let me see. Think. Now that needs to come out just a hair. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Got it. Anything? Can we? Yeah, I don't need it there. All right, good. Yep, we're good there. We got to do down here now. Oh yeah, that's looking really nice. Nope, wrong one. I like it when it snaps in. Really cool when it snaps in. Makes it a lot quicker. I don't have to keep nudging it. And there we go. Now we eventually get this all in. You know, get those, some kind of design pattern there. We got to finish with this design all the way around. And yeah, the base is looking really good. Really is. All right, let's see. The basher. All right, take this. We come around to the side here. You know, I don't know if I want to put those in the ground. Yeah, I think they're just going to have to go without, I think. Until I can figure out over here. Because, yeah, I don't think they would look too good buried in the ground. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I can get them low enough where they're supposed to go. No, I can't. Okay. All right, so how do I have that pattern going? It's copper. 1, 2, and 3. I think it goes right there. The silver one. Right there. And then got 1, 2, 3. So nope. Okay, there's 2 middle. 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nope, we're done there. Oh, ooh. Missed all that. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? There we go. Probably because it was so hard to see to begin with. That's how I missed that. Tell you what. Yeah. Hey, Truckee, welcome back. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. We're just working on a little Satisfactory today. Yeah, Satisfactory. It's an automation, factory automation game. We're doing a massive build right now for a battery backup building for the power grid. So if it shuts down on me, these will kick in, give me time to fix any power issues I might be having. It's a very, very expansive world. I've got machines, manufacturing stuff everywhere. Some of it you can't even see because it's, like I said, it's everywhere. Oh yeah. You want a tour? I'll be happy to give you a tour. I could use a little break from building if you want a tour. All right, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, get a little break up the. We'll break this up a little bit. Basically, what we've got over here. This is where I make. This is one of my bauxite sites right here. You know, making some of the more high-end materials I need. Got quartz production, making different various quartz products. You know, all the different machines. It takes a lot of resources. As you can see, it's right now, I think one of the machines is one of my trains loaded up some of the goods, so it's missing a little bit of stuff. But I've got train lines. This is all backed up. We'll take you out over here. Yeah, I like trains, if you couldn't tell. Yep. Love them trains. I'll probably jump on a train. I'll probably pull a train out and jump on here in a minute. Oh, you can never... Well, I shouldn't say you can never have too many trains, but... Yeah, you can have too many, but... you can never have enough. But in this world, yeah. Unless you can keep them sorted so they don't crash and keep things flowing, you can have quite a few trains. You can have a lot of trains. You'll see I got tracks everywhere as we go. But we'll jump on a train and take a tour. I'm making, this is rubber, plastic, some of the items I need for like getting through gas and radiation. This is one of my sites producing oil, which makes fuel. There's a power augmenter out here. We got way over there. There's even more machines producing oil. I mean, it's just expansive. And the cool part is you can also design your own, design buildings too, which I'm slowly getting into now. Now that I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm almost, the ending of the game is where you can complete phase 5. But it's kind of an open world, kind of a sandbox where you just keep doing your own thing. But we do have quests, objective to build the space elevator, which is, you can't kind of see, you can barely see it, but you see all the lights up top. That's phase 5. And you've got lots of advanced parts. You've got nuclear pasta. I don't know the names of the others, but yeah, there's some very, very complicated stuff. And I'm going to pull a train out of here. So be faster on the train. All right. Yep. Let's go. All aboard. And you can, customize the colors. They have certain colors and stuff like that. There's a range of colors. It's limited, but there's quite a bit of colors you can change. Different materials. I haven't set these lights up yet, I don't think. Which way do we want to go? Yeah, we'll go this way. Different materials. They're probably, steel beams there. The one with the cube on the left, that's a design from another content creator. I built there so I could see how to deconstruct it, make my own. That's the one to the right. Oh yeah, I love the train horn. I love the train horn. You gotta have the train horn. But yeah, pretty much I can, the rails are now set to where I can pretty much get anywhere I want. And we're gonna go take a little detour here because that's a dead end line above me. We're gonna come on through here, and this is the Fixmas factory we're coming up to. I can't get to it. I have to put a rail line there, but I can circle around here. Is this the path I want? Yeah, this is the path I want. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't change it. Ah! And as you can see, yes, you can run into the trains and derail them. This one here is this train here. The reason why it's parked is since this Fixmas factory is for it's for the holiday season at the end. It's Fixmas. It runs from December to January. Yeah, well, it's back on. It's back now. Yeah, December to January. So I can't. After when the event's over, the trees don't make. You'll see the trees in a little bit here. They're up top. Actually, you see a few of the trees right there. Those trees produce gifts, but those gifts stop after the event. And so basically, I got a switch to shut down the factory till I need it. So it's otherwise, why waste power when I don't need it? And so I designed when I made this factory so I can have trains go through it all the time. It's like really pretty. They're just kind of slowly going through. Yeah, should have gone out that way, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll go out this way. We'll go out this way. And we'll go this way. Actually, no, let's go this way. We'll go straight. So I got the main iron factories over there. You'll get I'll give you a better view of the Fixmas factory here in a little bit. We'll go this way because that dead ends down that way. And down that way is more bauxite, you know, solution processing, all kinds of stuff down that way. Oh, I hear the whistle. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the whistle back again, but I think you only get it certain times. Let's go this way. And I got my coal, one of my biggest coal plant right there. And out that way is where I'm making fused products. We're gonna go through the cave. It's huge. Well, you could do your factory in one of a couple different ways. You could do what they call a mega factory, where everything is all housed in one big building for the most part, where you bring everything in and you produce it all in one building. Or you could do what I'm doing and split things off and have little factories everywhere, which in a way is kind of, when it comes to like, you know, like hardware wise for the computer, it's better because you don't have everything all in one place. You have it all spread out. So it's easier on the computer and for like the frame rates and all that stuff. Next, we're going to head out this little tunnel. I got to finish designing that tunnel entrance. No, let's go that way. I don't think I can get up from here. No, I don't think I've got a path this way yet. Let's cut around. Kind of up here. You see from this angle. And we'll just cut back down around. And we'll try and get to the go this way. Yeah, we'll go back kind of the way we came. And we'll take a different route. We'll cut back through the Fixmas factory like we did, but we'll go a different route this time. We'll head up that way. But yeah, that's the space elevator. This is kind of like the main. I'm eventually going to start working on making make that like the headquarters area. We're going to go down like we did before. I just got to make sure I don't hit any of the trains. I designed this little bridge here with some signs. Still working on the design a little bit. So now we're going to head up, and we're going to start heading to the area that there's some good stuff, but then there's also the icky stuff. I mean, there's a little bit of icky stuff over there, and when I say icky, I talk about nuclear. Oh, I hate the nuclear stuff. Eventually, I'm going to try and maybe see if I can't get these better, but I try to keep them with the flow of the land, but trying to get it so it's a little bit nicer looking. That lake area. I better stop. Stop. Oh, my God. Goodbye, train. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Get this train going again. Turn on self-driving. I didn't do the other one because I didn't need it right away. I'd have to do that later. All right, get back into this train. But the train makes it a lot faster to get around and try and fly everywhere. I do want to eventually get... I was working on getting teleporters. You love nuclear power? All right, well, I tell you what. Once I show you all the nuclear stuff that you got to do for this game, you might change your mind. Then again, you might still like it. But we'll see. Yeah, let me get that out. That was a little irritating. Yeah, this over to the left, there's where I'm making turbo fuel to make some items I need for the more advanced stuff, for like the teleportation, that kind of stuff, and for some of the nuclear pasta. One of those, my nuclear mines, get nuclear materials over there. Here's my other bauxite processing area. Out here, the red forest. This is what we call it, red forest. It's nice. It's cool, but loaded with spiders. Hate spiders. I got them turned on onto cats arachnophobia mode. They meow. I got belt lines running in between, as you can see there. I got some of the items that are producing here, which I'm going to need, which are needed to deal with the nuclear power. Yep, got that going there. Got to watch, make sure I'm going the right way. Good. Go that way. Mines all that way. And now we're going to be heading into the icky freaking swamp. And this is where a lot of my nuclear production begins. Pretty much where all the buildings are is basically irradiated, or whatever you pronounce it. You got to have radiation protection, because it's just fully irradiated. Slow the train down. There we go. Go around. So making sulfuric acid, making the not necessary fuel rods, but you can see there's all the nuclear material. It's making... Oh, I went the wrong way. Let's stop the train. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. As you can see, you just see my radiation level for a second there. Yeah, see the radiation level's going up. You can hear the Geiger counter going off. Let's see, what are they? These are making the encased uranium cells. A lot of them. That's all concrete. Let's see, they should be picked up by a train, I think, over here. Yep, they are. I don't think anything's backed up. I think just taking a... Oh, the sulfuric acid's backed up. Okay. All right, well, while I'm here, let's do something about that. I think I've got an overflow somewhere. It's in here. Well, these aren't. Okay. Well, something I'll have to deal with later. It may eventually sort itself out, too. We'll see. I'll have to figure that out later. But for now, I'm going to just get back on a train to the next location. And you can actually see off in the distance there all my nuclear power plants. You only see a portion of them. There's more. Because to keep everything going, I need a ton of power. And up there are making the rods to fuel those. All that building right there is making all those rods. You can see the green rods right there. We'll get off the train. Get the train out of the way. These are making all those fuel rods to power all that. And I'm actually making another row already, because I need to get up my power, because I had to solve it, because the battery thing I'm working on saved my hide. So I'm expanding it, because as I continue to add factories or machines, it needs more and more power. So yeah, I've already started a second row coming back this way. You can see the waste coming in, which is good. How much waste is, I can't see the waste. But this was, you see all that right there? This used to be full of nuclear waste. That whole thing used to be full until I got the problem sorted. I had to keep building that to get things sorted out. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Yep, there's some waste there. We're going to take this train because it's going to kind of head where I want to go anyway. And the worst part is I'm going to have to even start another nuclear fuel, plutonium. I'm going to have to start working with that because some of the items I need for, I think I need for the phase 5, I'm going to need to make using, it's going to need some of the plutonium waste and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to create another nuclear plant area for plutonium. And so, yeah, I'm making, there's a plant here to make some of the materials for the rods. You got this is the desert area. It's got a lot of nodes out here. Lots of out here. Iron is very, very abundant out here. So this is where I make. I turn the waste that comes in from the train. It gets turned into this non-fissile uranium. So as you can see, this area is heavily, heavily radioactive. You can, for the people on vertical, you can't quite see it, but I've got filters to protect me, and it will go down if quickly if I stay in this area. Right now, I got 248 of them, but it'll go down. And so here I'm turning that non-fissile uranium into encased plutonium cells. And then those cells then get turned into plutonium fuel rods. And for now, what I'm doing is taking that, and I have a storage container for some, because like I said, I'm eventually going to need to use these cells. I don't know where I'm going to put that plant, because this is the boundary of the game down here. I might put a nuke plant out here. See if the boundaries out here, and put the put the plutonium out here, and maybe have to ship it back. I don't know. I got to figure that out. I haven't gotten that far yet. And then now that that's full, any excess will immediately go in here and get recycled. So yeah, it's just, the nuclear is just absolutely crazy. Yeah, see, as you can see, I'm now down to 245 filters. And I was at 248 just a minute ago. And I haven't been out here that long. So it's just nuts. But the good part is, the reason why I'm expanding over there is I'm going to need the nuclear waste to make all the plutonium rods. So yeah, I'll have to eventually get that. Yeah, you can say, if you want to say it's eco-friendly, sure. Does it get on my nerves? Yeah. Because it's a lot to set up. And it was a lot to troubleshoot when things go wrong. And it went wrong. Yeah, because everything starts backing up. All the nuclear waste backs up. Things back up. You got to figure it out. It's just crazy. I mean, it gives you a lot of power. Don't get me wrong. That part I like. But I hate dealing with it. I mean, I had to keep Satisfactory off the schedule because it took me a while to figure this out. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not dumping it in the ocean. Oh, no. No, definitely not doing that. It's just the area is just heavily radioactive is all. But yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Just taking taking those rods. I've got to eventually reuse them. Take them and use them for other things. That's why I've got a container for them, so at least I have something ready to go. And then any excess. But that's why I've been slowly building up that over there, because I need the waste to make all those rods for the plutonium. So I can't completely get rid of the plutonium because I'm going to need it. So I got to keep making... Oh, why did I go this way? I want to go the other way. But yeah, I've got tracks everywhere. I've got trains everywhere. And we're going to head on back. I'll give you a better view. Go head back and I'll give you a better view of the Fixmas factory. And then we'll get back to working on the battery plant. I've looked at RimWorld. Maybe. I don't know. I have to see if there's a demo for it. I've looked at it and I don't know if it's the 2D that I may not like, but when it comes to the actual factory automation, oh, absolutely, I'd love that. But I'd have to try a demo of it just to see. But there's a good chance I probably would. I'd have to check it out, see if there's a demo for it. Yeah, that's because I like factory automation games. That's why I like Outworld Station. That one's fun too. I don't know if you've seen me play that one yet. No, I don't think you did. I think you came in yesterday on my Expedition 33. I don't think you've seen me do Outworld Station. Yeah, I've been doing Outworld Station. I've been doing that one. That's fun too. It's basically you're in space. You got to create your basically it's automating factory, producing items in space pretty much. That one's kind of fun. Yeah, eventually I do want to take and see how these just feel like they're floating. Yeah, I want to come up with some kind of design for it. I play RimWorld myself, and I think there's a good chance you'd like RimWorld. There is a good chance. There really is a good chance. I'd have to see if there's a demo for it. If there is, then yeah, I would definitely look at the demo to see. But yeah, just look at how nuts this is. This is just crazy out here. But I do want to get the better designs for it, of course. Oh, I heard that echo in the through those little small canyon. That was cool. All right, yeah, here's another iron factory for making stuff that I'm shipping elsewhere. And here's a better look at the Fixmas factory. We'll go over there here. But I got the entrance I'm kind of working on. I don't work on it a lot unless it's during the Fixmas season. But I have worked on it here and there a little bit. In certain sections, depending on what I need to do. Because I don't know if I want to fully enclose it or if I like the top open like that and enclose the bottom here. I'm not sure, but I kind of like how I'm working on creating this entrance. I mean, this entrance is cool. I'm still trying to figure out how I want it to look, but I probably won't do that until next Fixmas season. Yeah, they got different machines. I've been working on designing in here, getting some lights. These are all the it makes different parts. Here's all the different trees, making the snow, all the different the design elements in here. These columns turned out really nice. I liked how these turned out. I like how it's kind of throwing the snow up out from the middle there. This design has turned out really, really nice, and they've added some new stuff, so the design might change, or I might add some things to it. Like these corners here could definitely use something. Like here and here, not sure what. But yeah, all the different, machines making different parts. candy canes. I think those are making light bulbs, maybe. Certain light bulbs. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is nice looking. There's the trees. Yeah, it's like I said, it's shut down right now until the next Fixmas season, and I got a little perch over there that I can take screenshots from. So it's really cool. And then this over here, these little machines right next to that blueprint, I'm making fireworks, which I'm going to be setting off closer to the end of the stream. In game, yes, there are fireworks in here. They're mainly for Fixmas, but because I've got them all stashed, I can still set them off. I'll set off a little, this one for right now. That's my Nobelisk. I don't want that. There we go. We'll do a sweet firework. We'll set it right there. We'll back up here. So, yep, right there. Boom! So yeah, I'm gonna set off the fireworks later. Chainsaw. Yeah, it's making Caterium, which is used in a lot of other parts. Yeah, especially if you play factory games, you know, the names might be different, but different materials. So, but you definitely understand that, you know, parts, you need parts to make parts. And we'll get the train, head back. We'll start working on the building again. I have been slowly but surely trying to fix the tracks so they look a little smoother, a little nicer. And the reason why I haven't hooked these lights up, because these might move a bit depending on what I need. That's why I haven't hooked them up yet to power. That's why they're kind of off right now. But I had to, over there in that section way over there, I had a mess of a track. I finally got it sorted a bit. We'll go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. Then we'll stop the train. Yeah, just head on over to that building. Really, really cool. Yeah, you might like this game too, especially if you like factory automation games. You'll like this game. I mean, you don't have to do fancy builds like I'm doing. You know, you can keep things open like that. You know, different floor plans. You know, I mean, what I like about this is you know, you can let your, you know, within reason, you know, there are some limitations, but you can be pretty creative in this game if you want to design buildings and stuff like that. Or you can design just floors, you know, different layouts and stuff like that. So I created this tower here. I'm probably going to put, you know, lights here, get them hooked up. Like, you know, as you can see here, I'm designing the outside of the building here. So I think I finished the floor. Yeah, I think I did. I think I was working on finishing this up. I think yeah, I couldn't go any further. Yeah, the way it was. And, you know, pretty much now that we've got that all done, I might put, like, figure out some lights. You know, maybe I'll, like, figure out a design for some lights for this walkway. But now we got to figure out how we want to do this floor. And I think what I want to do is, let's go vertical mode. I like the zoop. I like that. It's easier this way. Well, now that I've got the kind of the base in place, all I got to do is just line them up, zoop them up. Let's see. I'm saving up money to buy Spider Heck and other games I play. Foes. I saw Foes play Satisfactory, and I'll probably buy it, though it's not a priority. Hey, that's fine. You know, it's, you know, you know what, you know, if you got a game in mind that's more higher priority, go for it. You know, that's fine. You know, it's really cool, this game. But yeah, no, if there's something that's a higher priority that you want to play, go for it. It's, you know, it's, you know, if there's something that's got your attention and you like it better, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. All right, I'm just trying to get these floors in so we can start figuring out the design. But yeah, I understand with the, you know, trying to save up money for to buy games and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand that. Some games, they ain't cheap, but it does help to support the developer. So, you know, it is worth, especially if it's a game that you like. All right, I'm gonna just grab a quick drink here. Okay. All right, so now this side's in. I'm not going to worry too much about them kind of Z fighting like that because that's probably going to get hidden. But I do need to come over here and start doing the same thing. So we can start figuring out, and I do need to finish the bottom floor interior. I do need to do that. So maybe we'll do that next once I get this floor complete, you know, enclosed down here. Now I may take some of these out because I might want to put windows, but I want to, at least for now, just get this in place, and I'll probably do the windows once I'm inside and punch a hole. Then I'll know how to figure out the rest of the design. All right, well, actually, while I've got the vertical on, I'm going to come over here. Looks like I'm getting froggy. Start getting all this enclosed. Let me go check on this side. I don't think there's anything I need to do here. Is there? Yeah, looks like I think there is. Yeah, a little bit right here. Actually, I'm going to start right there. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go right up to that point. All the way up on that one. Since it's a rock formation right there. And matter of fact, I'm going to change that. And let's go ahead and do that. And let's go up to there. There we go. All right, that's taking care of that. Yep, eventually get the elevator continue to go up. I really like they just added this elevator in a 1.1 update, and it's cool. You can customize it. You know, I'm gonna call the elevator. I still have to finish closing the floor, but I'm gonna head down. So we got the ground floor. We've got second floor, which is I call it the like floor. And I've got the third floor, which is the scribe floor. Eventually, I'm going to have to get one for Twitch. Now, get some others on here. We'll figure out the rest. But I definitely want to get one on here for Twitch for following. But yeah, definitely if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help out the channel. And we're going to go down to the ground floor, and I'll show you the interior of what I've done down here. Got lights all in here. They're actually signs that act as lights. Is that one a little off? One of those looks a little off. I don't think I can do anything about it. Oh well. Close enough. Close enough. Yeah, we've got pillars, windows, lights down, a little design down here. It's kind of cool, the way I've got the signs. They stick through, so they make this little pattern, which is kind of cool. I've changed the copper instead of the orange. Now I'm starting to work on in here, putting this braided The braided, what is that? Braided cable cluster. I think I'm going, yeah, all the way to the roof. Yeah, right there. Go like that. So it really, really turns out really nice. But yeah, that's the other types of games. Yeah, I do like playing all kinds of other games, and you know, I'm always looking for some good games to play. I really am. You know, I like all different types. You know, I like the factory automation. I like simulation games, racing games. I mean, there's all kinds of games I like. There's the middle. Diagonal. Go. Come on, get in that corner. There you go. There you go. That corner. And yeah, these braided cable clusters, they're new to 1.1. They added them in here. Oh, I changed the design a little bit. You know what? I don't mind alternating that design a little bit. You know, so it's not all the same. Hey, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I have no issue with that at all. Okay, why aren't you... Oh, there you go. There it is. Reform. Yep. Go. Go to that corner. Yeah, these little columns here, these ground concrete beams, yeah, they're new too to 1.1. So they've added some really cool stuff. I love it. Yeah, I think we're needed. I think I like that shiny concrete look. Yeah, that's a little shiny copper too. Okay, yep, I could probably change that from in here, no problem. How's the rest of this looking? Yeah, we're gonna need some more lights in here. We're gonna have to do something with this floor too. Have to do something about that. Well, that looks all good. We're gonna deal with this side of the room, and then we'll go do the other side of the room. Right, there we go. And we'll go right there. Come on. Yeah, I think there's something right there. Yep. Yeah, so we'll go like that. There we go. When in doubt, try a different side. Okay. Oh, looks like I missed this side. There we go. Boom. That's this one too. How did I do? How did I manage that? Oh, you know, I don't think I did. I think I did the top, but didn't even do the bottom. There we go. That's better. All right, now we can go diagonal. Let's see. Let's try just diagonal and see if that works. Yeah, that works. Don't know why it didn't work earlier, but it works for here. Let's see, this one ain't working. How about down here? How about going the other way? Yeah! Other way seemed to work. Yay! All right, now we cooking. Come on, get up there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Looks good. Oh, I need to take care of that. I think copper will do nicely. I might have to upgrade that blueprint. Yeah, I really think I'm gonna have to change that blueprint. I have a blueprint for that. I don't think I changed that. Okay. All right. So. Yeah. Just like that. And we'll do the rest. There we go. See, the floor, or actually the ceiling, we're going to need to figure something out. I don't think we need any lights down here, but we do need something through here. And I'm just curious. Let me punch a hole. Okay, so yeah. So whatever I do. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Will the asphalt, if I do asphalt, well, that, I don't think that's going to change the bottom. It's going to change the top. Let's see. Where's my... Okay, no problem, Truckee. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. You have a good day. I hope to see you later. Oh, it will do the bottom. Okay. Oh, it will do. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that works for me. There we go. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just set this all to asphalt. Which is good because this will hide a lot of the floor Z fighting. Yeah, let's get this all covered up. Feeling I missed a few spots. Ooh, a lot. There we go. I think I got it all. I did. Good. All right. So it is really dark in here. So we need to think about this because we need more lights in here. So I think what I'm going to do, get some sign lights up. I might have to put a beam up to put them up, but let me just grab a sign light. There's a large, yeah, that's too big. That's too big. Wrong size, I think. Small bit, there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna need a beam. All right, so let me go ahead, let's get the beam. I want default. Thank you. Come here. Come on. All right, let's see. All right, now that I got the beam, let's just see what a light look, or let's put a sign up and see how it looks. I don't know if I want it like that, but I do want it like that. All right. Okay, and now I'm just kind of curious. Right there. That's better. Hides that a little bit. That's okay. I can deal with that. Let's get no background. A color white. Select. Rid of that. And I want a background, but no part background. No part in the background. And I'll get rid of the text. Free glossy. Woo! Tell you what, you can't even tell that beam is there. You really can't tell. Oh yeah, that's cool. Very, very cool. Definitely add some light in here. I almost feel like we need kind of something here. I don't know. See, this would have been better lined up here, but the way it actually worked out, yeah, it's not lined up the way I want it. But that's not much I can do about that. That's just the way this design is. See, this is good open floor plan. Able to get through. All right. Let me look at see. We have patterns on the ground. I'm curious. Oh, number 1. Yeah. Can I change the color before I put it down? That's what I want to know. Probably not. So now, can I change the color from here? Oh, chrome finish. Oh, interesting. Copper. Okay. Let's see, what else is there for colors? What's something that kind of stands out? Can that not? Ah, okay. Oh, I see. It will probably end up changing that. Okay. I think it'll change the asphalt. Well, there's a way to find out. Let's go with... Let's try that. No, that's too white, but that's weird. How about that? Okay, now... let's see. Color. Alright, we'll try that just for... Excuse me, just to try it. Alright, good. Didn't change the asphalt, but it did put that number. Okay. Alright. So that's good to know. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Not quite orange. Kind of a yellowish orange. Yeah, that would work. And so then I can come over here. Oh, no, I want to do that. Patterns. One. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Whew. Floor one. There we go. And of course, then we got all this sand in here. But while we're over here, why don't we go ahead and let's get all nice and shiny looking. Get it all shiny. All right, and then what I'm just going to do is just copper here and there. Perfect. Cool. All right, so that's all nice and shiny except for these over here. We'll fix those. Cool. I don't want to get too far away from the other side because I'm not done with it yet. Oh, excuse me. Did I miss over here? No, it doesn't look like it. It's all shiny. Okay, good. All right, well, I think I'm going to get a quick drink here. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, probably could use a light on this through here too. So let me get that beam back out. The good part is I don't need to go all the way to the end. I don't have to. But I do need to make sure I get it in the frickin' middle. There we go. So now all I got to do is take that, since I'm going to reuse that. Okay. I think, yeah, that needs to nudge over. Yeah, that looks good right there. Hey, Majestic, welcome on in. Thank you. Yes, happy 4th of July. Glad you could make it. I'm gonna try and get this light in real quick. It is so dark inside this building. There we go. matter of fact, let's take this along here. The music going, all that good stuff. Satisfactory music, of course. I hope you're having a good day today. I know you don't do this 4th of July, but I know you had your Canada Day recently. Here we go. Definitely better. Yep, definitely got more lights in here. All right. Well, I think it's time to take a little quick breather. I think we need some fireworks. What do you think? Oh, well, that's good. You're progressing through Planet Crafter. That's cool. Yeah, you got a lot of work to do there. I'm going to set some fireworks off here real quick. Yeah! Well, I'm definitely going to be doing some fireworks in-game, too, closer to the end of the stream. Because I can't make... I can't select them because they're during... once the Fixmas event is over, if you don't have them selected in a machine, you can't make them. But since I already do, I can make them. As long as I still got the materials, which I do. Yeah, that's really, really cool. I don't know if you saw the short version I put up this morning. I put a little music to that one from the, some music from the YouTube audio library. I think that kind of turned out pretty nice. I really do. The way that came with the I had to show obviously the vertical format and the music looks really, really cool. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Awesome. Yep, definitely. I think you're gonna like that one too. Yeah, and as for Planet Crafter, yeah, you got a lot of work to do. Like, you know, I know, you know, everyone in your community is like saying you got to do this, do that. I know I kind of give pointers too, but a lot of times I'm just keeping my mouth shut going, you know what, too many cooks spoil the broth. So a lot of times I just keep my mouth shut and let them give you the instructions because I'm not always right. A lot of times I'm wrong because I haven't played it in a little while, but I do want to get back into it. But yeah, I will tell you this. By the time you're ready to get progressed to, like, if you want to move, use a rocket to go to a different planet or moon, I will tell you this: you're gonna probably have a lot of things needing to be automated and drones on the main planet. Believe me, I had to, because it makes life so much easier once you get to the next planet or moon. Yeah, they do have a lot of opinions. Yes, they do. Well, you know, I think it was my dad, or someone in my family, was it my dad or my grandma or my grandpa? Someone in my family always said, opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has one. So, yeah, so everyone's got an opinion. So I always like that saying. It's like, opinions are like a-holes. Everyone's got one. Yeah. We're working on all this good stuff. All right. But yeah, you're going to have to get a lot of stuff automated. You really will. Believe me. It's going to make things a lot easier. Oh yeah, I've heard that before. Your opinions are like a-holes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that you do appreciate all help, because we do. I mean, there are times when even I get stuck and I'd like help. You know, I mean, it's always appreciated. I mean, it's always good to not get spoilers, but help in case if you're stuck or you don't understand something. Oh, absolutely. You know, because, you know, especially I've played games where I've had no help and I'm just beating my head against the wall going, what do? I have no clue what I am doing at all. Well, that's cool that you like spoilers. Not everybody does. Now, it depends on the game. Planet Crafter, I don't think I mind the spoilers so much. That one, I don't think I mind the spoilers so much. It's games like Expedition 33, where I'm playing it, I want to see the story for myself. And the reason I want to see it for myself is that while I'm on screen, I feel that the reaction is more genuine because I'm not expecting it. Like I was going through one of the caves and all of a sudden the floor fell out. I screamed because I wasn't expecting it. And so it's things like that, you know. I mean, it's not, that's a little different. You know, if someone said, watch out, okay, that's one thing. I wouldn't mind that, but it's a genuine reaction that makes it, I think, a whole lot better. But yeah, no, some games, I don't mind the spoilers, and some I don't. It just depends on the game. Let's see, what am I looking at? That's a center line. I don't want a center line. Double line. I don't want a double. I want a sideline. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Oh, oh. Got rid of my one. I think I know why. I think I got rid of the one, and I think I know why. It's probably because of the side I was on. There we go. Got that back. And we'll get, where is that? Sideline. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I have to do the same thing here. But I love that you can customize these elevators. So basically what I did is, I went in here, here's ground floor, one, you know, outside, you can see floor one, you know, floor one, ground floor. And I still have to add more, but second floor is the like button. So make sure everyone hits the like button. For people on YouTube, floor 3, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I still need to get for Twitch for follow. And I might have to look to see what else I can add. You know, just little things like that. But this interior, it's looking really cool. Oh, I gotta show you the outside. I've made some changes. I gotta get down. There we go. All right, look at that. That design is freaking awesome. Still got more to do. But this is the base. This base is awesome. I still got to do something here because this sticks out a little bit. So I got to figure out some kind of design for here, you know, wherever this stick out at over. Like, I think, does this side even stick out? Oh, yeah, I think it's like, oh, that lines up perfectly. It's just here for some reason. That one must have got pushed a little bit. That's okay. I can always come up with some kind of design to make it match. Even if it doesn't stick out, I don't care. I'll make it work. Hi, Esteem. Welcome in. Yeah, please don't spam that on Twitch, please. All right. Let me see if I can quickly take care of that real quick. Nothing bad. It's just I don't like people advertising that kind of stuff. Let's see. Where is that? Oh, yeah. Go in here. Yeah, hold on. Get this taken care of real quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. that should take care of that. All right, that's good. Good enough for now. That's something else I'll need to do. I try to block stuff like that. I have to modify the. I think on Twitch there's an auto mod that I think I could block some of that. I know they keep changing it, so it's kind of hard, but yeah, I just don't like when people spam stuff like that. It's very irritating. Okay, all right, so let's get back in there. Yeah, I need some kind of lights in here. Or not in here, but out here, I think, for this walkway. Because it got dark, and I was like, oh yeah, I got a light there, but it is all kind of dark right here. But I'm not going to worry about that right now, because we got a lot we got to do in here. All right, let's see. Where is my customizer? Sideline. Yeah, we'll just keep it orange and that yellow. Perfect. Yep. There we go. So that means we're on floor 1. Awesome. So I think that lights. I don't think we need any light there. Do I need lights through here? I may have to wait till it's. See, it's hard to say because it's weird when the lighting is kind of weird in this game. See, right now it's bright out. So when it's bright out, this is light in here too. So yeah, it's kind of odd. Very, very odd. But yeah, it looks like this one here, this wall didn't quite get lined up quite right. I don't know why it didn't, but maybe it's the same on the other side. I don't know. I'll take a peek. Yeah, it did that here too, but it didn't do it here. So it must be the angle or something of the. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just. Oh, I have to do something about that. Yeah. Let's see. What can we do for in here? We need to do something for that. Right here. We're doing the braiding cable. So I think instead of the braiding cable, let's do this round concrete. We're going to need to nudge it a bit. And I think that looks good right there. Run it up. I think it's right here too. Yeah, right here. Up it goes. Yep, just like that. And because we got that, we might as well do something here. I think it might be starting to get dark outside. So the lights start to change. There we go. All right, so now we got that, but it feels like it's incomplete. Now we could probably leave them like that. I don't know. I don't know if I need it. I might do something design along there. But it feels like I need something in here. I have an idea for here. Like this. This might work. Yeah, I kind of like this. Yeah, this might work. Oops. Let's see, where's that? There's the joint right there. All right, yeah, I'm gonna probably do that there. I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that kind of finishes that out real nice. And I might even have to put, I don't know, I might put something there. I could do maybe like a recessed light in there. That might look good. You know, figure out where I want to put it. Do a nice recessed light. But for now, we'll see. I could even do a recessed light maybe through here too. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, this is looking good. There we go. I like as I'm building, I love how the sound of the trains going by. It kind of makes the world feel real in a way. There we go. Yeah, that does look good. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. I might put recess. I might do something there. But anyway, I'm going to do over here next. Get this one in. Oh, actually, no, this don't go there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oof. There we go. Right. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this. Let's. Oh, actually, I think I will. Yep, got it. Good old nudge. Got it. Awesome. Yeah, because this is going to have something in here. What? I have no clue. Just curious. Got these big, giant signs. Oh, yeah. A little too big, I think, for here. Let me see. Let me just hold that in place with a nudge. How's that? They're just a hair too big. Yeah, they look good, but I think it's just a hair too big. Let me just put it in. Let me see. Yeah, see, it sticks out just a little too much. A little too much. Yeah, it feels like it needs something here. It really does. But I don't know what. Let me see something. I do have these small billboard signs. Let's see. Let's select color. Instead of white, let's go with... Yeah, can we get something that's more in the range of a copper? Get to the copper! Yeah, I'll use this as an example to get kind of the color I want. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Let's copy that. Let's come down here, paste it down here. Select color. Not bad. Select icon, no background. Right. No text. Glossy. Let's keep it at 1. That's not too bad. I can play with it a little bit. Let's see. What about if I go straight like that? Okay. That looks a little better. Not quite copper, but that's okay. Yeah, I am going to need more light in here. Look at how dark it is in here still. Holy cow. There. Well, that'll get some more light, but look at how dark it is. See, that's the thing. It gets dark out, and it gets dark in here. I mean, when it gets light in here. It's just weird. You'd think it would be dark all the time. All right, so wow, that is dark. All right, let's see. We got some stuff. We can maybe get a little design on the wall. Do we want just a... Yeah, we might go with the honeycomb. And the reason why I might go with the honeycomb... Let's see, that needs to move, I think, a little bit. Hex windows. The hex window might be better. Yeah, I think a hex window would be better here. Okay, so if I move that, it's like that. I'll take that, and then you bring this back out. The only issue is that. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Not quite centered, but not much I can do about that because that's that. That's that. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do about that. But I'm curious. Oh yeah, that looks good. We need more. I do need more light in here. I really do. I mean, that helps give a little bit of light. But yeah, that right there looks good. Now, I could probably even take this braid right across with it. Right there. Good. Oh, yeah, that'll look good. It'll frame it real nice. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I know it's a little hard to see, so I got my flashlight on. Yeah, it'll once it starts to light up outside, which I think it is right now. See? That's what I'm saying. I'm inside and the sun's coming up, or it was. Yeah, the sun is coming up. And you can see that does look, I like that pattern. That's really cool. I do need more lights. So let's see. But if I remove this, well, that'll be all right. Because I got that right behind it. Okay. So you ain't gonna see nothing. You ain't gonna see out. You can't see in at all. All right. So then let's see. Let's get what I want to do. How do I want to do this? I know. Where's that wall? Where's the wall pieces? There's that wall right there. All right, let's put the wall. Come on. Right. Yeah, right there. All right, and let's slide it back. Let's just see how that looks. All right, now let's get a sign. Let's just copy that sign. Oh, can't copy it, can I? No. Oh, I know why I can't. That's because I got the windows right there. All right, that's all right. I'd rather use a fresh sign anyway. I'm going to change the color. Do that. Okay, I'm going to change this to a white. Color, get rid of the background. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. But not bright enough. Oh, and I apologize if no one could hear me. I think my mic might have been off the whole time. Oops. Sorry about that. All right, so now we're gonna go here and here. Yeah, I hate when I accidentally mute my mic. People need to scream at me when I do that. Like, I need to finish here, here, there, here, and here. All right, so now that we've got that in place, we're now going to take this. And we need to deconstruct the track. Now we're going to just like this. And just go over like this. And like that. And now what we do is we come down here and get rid of the teeth. Right, and I think trains are yelling at me, but that's all right. We'll be taking care of that in a minute. They'll be moving again soon. Go. Oh, don't do that. Hate it when it does that. Gotta get it lined up. Come on. There. And there. There we go. Got it. All right, so now we clean the top off. And all we got to do is put the track back. And now the track follows the foundations. Nice, cleaner look. It's awesome. All right, let's see. Since the sun's up for now, let's see what it looks like down in there. If it's still dark in there, I may have to finish the design off stream if it's still too dark in here. All right, well, it's not too bad for now. All right, so we got that. All right, we need the wall in here. I think that looks good right there. Okay, we'll do the next one. Recessed enough? Yeah, it's recessed. Good. Looks okay too. There we go. And let's get the lights in. There we go, looking good. Now, because these are a little off. Yeah, those aren't going to work right. So we need to kind of nudge it a little bit. Go up. Down. I think we need to nudge that way. Nope. Nudge that way. Yep. Good enough. And down. There we go. Yeah, nice little pattern right there. It still feels like I could use something in here. Maybe colored or maybe a nice copper. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We're slowly getting the design in place as we go. Let's see. Go. Go. Yeah. We're still going to need a lot more light in here. This is just nuts in here. I'm going to have to try and find that lighting setting. I'll have to do that off stream and change it a little bit. If I can adjust, maybe if I can lower it a little bit. I mean, it looks good, but man, it gets dark in here. That's all looking good there. All right, let's see. Copper. Oh, yeah. Copper. Yep. I might need to rethink that. It makes it even darker, but you know, but I like the copper design since this is a battery building. See, over here there's a lot more light, so it's not as bad. But under here, whoo! Over here it's not too bad. So once I get over here, not so good. So I might need to put a light here. Might need to put, you know, I might need to put some lights here on the floor. Since I already have that there. Since I got that in there. Yeah, I have to do something with that too. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that. I'll have to do something. But I think with it being so dark in there, I think we're going to head back out and finish with the track. I think that's what we're going to do. Out here. It'll look nicer. That's what I did over in this section here. You can see it right here. And it may have to move a little bit too. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's looking really good. All right, go there, there, there. Putting in the teeth. Go there. And right there. Good. Okay. So now we need to get the track out of here. And put these in on top. And now what we're going to do is get rid of the teeth. They look like teeth. All right, and then we come down here and just start putting this in. And the trainees are going to yell at me till I'm done. But they're always yelling at me, so I'm used to it. All right, so now all we have to do is remove this top layer and put the track back, and boom, we got a nice flowing foundation with the track. Love it. I need to figure out how to make those look better. It's just my tracks are all weird. All right, well, let's see. I could probably work on, oh yeah, I need the copper here. My copper. Finish that with copper. There we go. And then once this floor is in, then we can figure out the next floor. It's going to probably be somewhere in here. So we got to finish here. There we go. We'll get this in. This floor complete. Or not complete, but at least the floor in place. Okay. All right, good. So we got that in. I have to probably look. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that recipe. Oop, wrong color. As soon as it clicked, I knew it was wrong. Go. All right, now let's see. This is the second floor. All right, well, this will be good. This floor here, because of where we're going to be at, since we're going to put windows in here, it's going to be looking a lot better, I think. Not need as much lights in there because it'll get some lights from the light from the outside. I do want to go ahead and prepare this foundation. Go. All right, that looks better. Don't think I can do that. That would be nice if I could. Okay. All right, so now we need to figure out how we want these the windows down here. So let's punch a hole I can see in. All right. Yeah, I probably don't want to go any further than that. Or do I? Well, no, probably don't want windows right in front of that. Yeah, I probably don't want windows right in front of that. So let's put a hole here. That'll look good. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see how we want to do this. All right, let's take that and let's go with that. That. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Now, where's the windows? I'm just kind of playing with this just to see. windows. Here's the windows right here. I hate it when it moves on me. There. Okay, is that right? Yeah, I think it was right. Seemed weird. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just move it back. There we go. Oh, it's because of this. Let's do that and that. Okay. Yeah, it overhangs. All right. I think I could probably do something to hide that a little bit. It is a little bit of a weird pattern. But I'm liking the look of that, though. That is looking really cool. Though, with it punched out like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, all right. We're going to run it right to... Yeah. Let's take this all out. Take this one out. Yeah, so this is where it's going to end at, right here. That out. That out. Just grab that. And that. Perfect. All right. I just want to make sure I did the same over here. Yes, I did. Good. Take all this out. And go ahead and just put it all back. There we go. This out. Go. All right, now we're getting us a window, and we're going to probably need to frame some lights. Definitely get some lights framed around it, but we'll first things first. Got to get the window in here. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to do something here, wasn't I? You know what? Still can. Oh, not that. That needs to come out. That needs to come out. There we go. Yeah, so let the window end here. Same for over here, because then that way I can do that pattern. If I do this, I ain't going to be able to do that pattern. So, just take that out. Go. Means I need to put that one back. Yank that one out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now we can finish putting in the windows. Okay. There we go. Quick. No. All right. Go up. Boom. Yeah. All right, let's go outside and see how that looks. I'll just fly out the hole I made. Whee! I'm surprised I fit through that hole. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to get something below that. But, man. Oh, that's looking nice. Oh, yeah, that's looking really nice. Yeah, it's really cool. And originally, when they had you see how things kind of collide in the game. They collide, and you can see them like they don't butt together, but they kind of. Let me see if I can give you an example here. Kind of like that, how they collide. Yeah, they took that out because they thought that was it was basically a bug at the time, but people were using it to build all these structures, so they got so much feedback on it that they put it back. They put that back. It was originally a bug they took out. They got so much feedback that people wanted that back in because without it they couldn't do the nice structures like this. So they got so much feedback, they put it back. But yeah, and they've added, all kinds of, different building elements. So yeah, you can, some really nice factories. You can really come, there's some interesting designs out there. There really is. Yeah, it's funny, but you know what? It allows for some really creative designs. It really does. And it's just amazing. And you just step back, how well this looks, how nice this looks. And especially as the textures get added, it doesn't look so flat anymore. But I do find that funny too, a bug that got put back. That's probably one of the few bugs that I've heard ever getting put back in. It's just hilarious. But I do like the way this looks. I'm just wondering, I don't want to cut the window off too much. Because, I mean, we got some, 1.1, they gave us some new elements to build with. But it's still, I still feel like there's more we could do if we were given even more elements. See, I've got something here. Where is it? Yeah, this, what that? No, well, yeah, let's see. If I do this, this might be interesting. That is interesting. Oh, I wanted to click it in place. Okay, yeah, is that it? Yeah. I mean, look, that's interesting. going to take a window out so I can go in and do this. That looks rather interesting to me. No, it's not quite perfect. But that's... Ooh, I kind of like that. Let me turn that stupid zoom. Oh, vertical. Yeah, I want... Yeah, vertical. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, like that. Ooh. Oh, I kind of like... I have to do something to hide that, but that's neat. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to do that over here. See, that's cool. It doesn't intrude too much. It's just enough to give it a design. Oh, I like that. Ooh. I don't know if I can do that. I can't do that. Might have to look at other options. That's cool. I'm going to have to fly outside now. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like. Oh, that's awesome. Gonna have to be right there, which is all right, because I put that right, or is that wrong? Nope, that's right. That's right. Yep. So yeah, that is awesome. I'll have to put something there. I'll probably some of them get hidden. Yeah, some of this will get hidden, but I like that curve and how it kind of curves here in the middle. Even though it's a little off, it's okay. A lot of people aren't going to see. Can I? Yeah, I don't think it's just the way that lined up. Not a lot I can do about, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just the way it lined up. Yeah, nothing I can do. But I like that curve. I really do. It's just enough to where it's not flat, but it's not too intruding into the window. I like that. That's pretty cool. I don't think we have anything for up there. Yeah, it really is. And it's just because we have this, we've always had, we haven't always had it, but they added a nudge into it quite a few updates ago. But the issue with the nudge was that, let me get that back, and I'm going to hold it. We could only go like this. These pieces move weird, but this is all we could do. We could only move in pretty much left or right, and that was it. And forward and back. That's it. But with 1.1, now we can go up and down and unlimited. We can move it and we can nudge it however far we want. Because before we were limited to where we could nudge it. Now it's unlimited. Now we can nudge things in place, and yeah, so now we have a lot more creativity. And like I said, I think this does have some controller support. And so if you like factory automation games, you might like this one. And this is a game that if you get into it, take your time, because it manufacturing goods can get complicated in a hurry. If you thought the Auto Crafters and Planet Crafter were crazy, Wait till you see what you have to make for some of these advanced parts. These chains are long. Let me see if I can pull up an example here. As a matter of fact, let me see. Good example down here. All right, let's pick. Is it this one? No, I mean that's long. Let's see. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I mean, you might be able to handle it. I mean, you can make it as complicated as you want. You don't have to get a phase 5 unless you want to complete the elevator. You can make it as complicated as you want. You don't have to build everything. All right, here's a good example. Turbo motors. So to make turbo motors, you need rubber. In order to make rubber, you got to have one of the, there's a couple different recipes that you can make. And then to make motors, well, you got to have that recipe. There's alternate recipes that make things easier, but then that's the chain for motors you see right on the screen. Now for radio control units, there's some of the recipes there, and the chains get even crazier. Needs aluminum. I forgot what that's called. It's aluminum part, but you know, it's just, and then to make the cooling system, it's just the chains get crazy. But the best tip, and I think you could, I think you can handle it. It'll just take time, and you'd have to go at your own pace, which is perfectly fine. This is an open world sandbox. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You don't have to worry about oxygen. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about any of that. The only thing is you can go on passive, and you don't even have to worry about attacking the creatures. Basically, yeah, there is an end, but not an end. And I'll explain in a second. I want to get, all right, the music's ending. It'll start over again. Hang on, let me kill that music. There. All right, so there is an end to a point, at least for now. I don't know if you could see, people on vertical may not be able to see it, but in the upper right, I've got objective complete phase 5. Now, the story is our job is to save humanity. That's why we are basically building all these factories to produce things. And phase 5 is for that up there. So, you know, for each phase, you're building that. And so phase 5, I think, completes it. I don't know. They might add more to it. I don't know. But as of right now, phase 5 will complete that. And that's kind of the storyline is, you know, save humanity, you build this. Is basically what it is. That's the storyline. But basically, you could just not worry about that and just do your own thing. You know, the aid of the AI in here won't be too happy. And I'll give you an example here. I got some logs. I've made some shorts on it, you know, put some of the things that she says together. There's some pretty funny quotes. Let me see, where's the logs? No, that's recipes. Hey, we got a follower!
Julia Francis 5977 has joined the crew.
Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Where is the logs? I know they're here. Parts. Oh, inbox. Here it is. All right. Let's see. Hey, Julia. Welcome on in. Again, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. There is one that I absolutely love. Oh, is this it right here? Ah, here it is. This is the AI in the game. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. So this here's the message of what Ada would say.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother.
I absolutely love that message. Things are going good. Stream's going good. Thank you for asking. All right. So yeah, there's some messages like that. Some funny stuff. There's some, I think, from Fixmas. Let's see. Oh, that's the onboarding. Yeah, I did a short on some of those messages. But really cool stuff. I do like that. Yes, I gotta see. Let me see. What if I do? Ooh. Oh, I like the copper on. Ooh. Oh, that's a. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, I love how that outline. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I gotta go inside and do that. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that outline is cool. Depends on what you're going to suggest. If you're going to suggest any kind of animations, overlays, anything like that, I'll let you know right now I'm not interested. And that was something when you agreed with Twitch not to solicit or anything like that. But if it's something for the game, anything like that, of course. Yeah, I'm always open to suggestions. But if it has something to do with trying to solicit or get me to buy something, or hey, I want to show you some artwork, I'm not interested. So I'll just cut you off right there if that's the case. I don't mean to be rude, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves. But if it's something to do with help improve the gameplay, you know, any like the game, like any like parts, you know, make improve the look of the building, anything like that. Oh yeah, I'm always open to suggestions. But anything to do with graphics and overlays, I'm sorry. No, I make my own. Yeah, see, I used local AI for the overlay I've got. Yeah, I did local AI with that. Yeah, so it's really cool. I kind of know what I want, so I kind of created a local AI for a prompt, what I was looking for, and then I went into an image generator, and yeah, I do Twitch too. I didn't put it in the in your Discord because what it does in multiple links, it does. I think I'm sure you've seen it, but I just don't like the spam. So I mean, if it's okay, if it's okay with you, I'll put all three, because I also for the vertical as well. But I don't like this. I don't like the spam unless I get permit, you know, to put multiple unless I get permission. But yeah, no, I'm over on Twitch at Silvershade 6. So yeah, that's what I was telling you. I use the SE Live to multi-stream. I don't use Restream. I use the SE Live plugin. There's others out there besides SE Live, but I use that one. So I'm streaming right now on Twitch, vertical YouTube, and regular YouTube. And I use now SE Live has the multi-chat option in it as well. But they may have improved on it by now, but I was having so many issues with it. I was, you know, a lot of times I couldn't see some of the chats, so I was missing chats. So I switched over to Caster Labs. And so that does you'll see that kind of pop up. Caster Labs has it says, hey, you know, the little message we got programmed in there. And then I got the multi-chat, you know, in a dock for it, so I can see all the chats combined. And as a backup, I have different chat windows in OBS for Twitch and the two YouTube. So in case if something happens with Caster Labs, which sometimes it does too, it has issues. At least I've got a backup. I'm sure SC Live probably, because I know there was an update, but I've just been using Caster Labs since then. Oh, cool. Thank you, Majestic. I do appreciate that. All right, but I do like how this copper, the copper, the texture, that looks slick. Oh, I like that. I really like that. That's awesome. But yeah, that's so it's something you might want to look into, especially if you're thinking about multi-streaming. Like I said, there's more than just SE Live out there. There are other options out there. It's just we saw SE Live had come out with one, which is Stream Elements, and we said, well, Sarah and I said, no, what the heck, we'll give that a try, and we've been using that ever since. And what's cool with it's a plug-in for OBS, and it changes if you're familiar with OBS, where it's got the buttons like the start streaming and all that, it modifies them a little bit to where now it'll have stop streaming, but then it'll have like manage broadcast, and when you hit and have start streaming as well. And what it'll do this way, it modifies, so when you hit start streaming, a window pops up, and you can set your canvases for what you want to do, like Twitch, vertical YouTube, regular YouTube, and you get that all configured, and you set your canvases up, and then when you go live, it'll go live to all those. It's really cool. But one thing you need to watch out for when you do that, you got to watch your upload for your internet. You got to watch that, because not everyone's got great upload. I'd say the three that we're on right now, that we're uploading to, you know, streaming to, that's it. We have maybe a little bit of buffer, but we can't do a fourth because of our upload speed. So we're lucky to be able to do the three that we're doing right now. That is slick though, but it does feel like we need a little something. But I just don't, yeah, I don't know. Well, that kind of pattern looks kind of nice. I kind of like that pattern. I want to try some. That's not what I want. Where is... Ha. Is that it? Trying to get it. There we go. Almost. Just need to nudge it just a smidge. There we go. There. Okay, let's see. How does that? All right. Just, I don't know. I just don't like how that looks. Can I change that a little? Makes it tough. See, the building is not that great. I have to look into where to use multi-stream. I still haven't gotten around to streaming on Twitch. Yeah, definitely research it. Yeah, I've got to think about this a little bit. Yeah, definitely research it But the one thing that we've been finding that's been helping Sarah and I, we've noticed that's been helping our channel is streaming to the YouTube vertical. I think they've been kind of pushing that, and we've been getting some subscribers from that. Yeah, you have to be consistent. Yeah, I could see how it could be a bust. Yeah, so you just have to just kind of, once you just be consistent, because, the way I see it, if you're streaming on regular YouTube, oh, it didn't work? Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have to look into it. Yeah, definitely look into it to see what you can do to get that fixed. Because the way I see it, if you're already streaming on YouTube, you might as well stream to the vertical YouTube. And if you've got the bandwidth, stream to another platform. Because that's what I decided to do. I was already doing regular YouTube. So you know what? I'm already streaming to YouTube. I might as well do Twitch in the vertical. I might as well do that. I'm already streaming. It takes a little bit more resources for my computer to be able, because I have to do the vertical canvas. But since I'm already doing that, it just makes sense to go ahead and just stream to that. And now I have a better chance of reaching more people. Because not everybody watches the regular YouTube. A lot of them will watch on the lives. And so that's what I said, that we've gotten quite a few of our quite a few subscribers from that. We don't get them all the time, but we do. We get them from the YouTube verticals. And so, so everyone that subscribes and follows, we do appreciate it, because it really does help the channel. And so, yeah, definitely look into it. Find out what happened. Find out what you can do to multi-stream. And just go from there. And the one thing that I would suggest is, what I would do is, once you get the plugin and everything you're going to use installed, don't go live. First what I would do is a screen recording. Like you're going to record a video. But pretend you're going live. That's what I do first. I set up just a normal screen recording. And then if I have to, I'll take it into DaVinci Resolve, make sure all the audio tracks I can hear them all if I have to. But in VLC Media Player, I can hit the B key and I can switch the audio tracks to hear what's there. Because I have it set so that I'll pretty much, I try to get it so that every track, every audio source has its own track. So it helps with the editing process if I decide I need to edit the live stream. And then after that, once it looks good, then what I would do, this is what I do, is that I do a live stream, but I set it to like unlisted. And then see what it looks like. Because I get Sarah's help to, so she can jump on her computer and look. So if that's the case, you might need to, if it's unlisted, you can give someone the link and they can look at it. Or if you have your own, you can go and look at it yourself from another machine. You can definitely do that too. And so, let's see, you fix the settings, but just don't know what to stream on Twitch yet. I kind of want to make a big deal separate from YouTube, then get into multi-stream. Yeah, you got to figure out what platforms you want to stream to. I know there's Twitch, Kick, Facebook. I think there's Instagram. I think there's TikTok. There's a lot out there. So you just kind of have to figure out what platforms you want to multi-stream to. And then make sure that whatever you use, like if you use SE Live, make sure it supports those platforms. But still, regardless, you want to test it, make sure everything's set up, make sure if you're using overlays, make sure everything looks good. I know you're familiar with all that, but when you're setting up these plugins to multi-stream, you want to make sure that everything looks good before you go live, because I've found issues. Well, even though everything looked good, I've found some after the fact that I couldn't find until going live. So you're still going to catch things. That's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. So yeah, you can do that too. Like, first, like I suggest, doing just a quick screen record. Doesn't have to be long, minute or so. Just a quick, just to make sure everything's working. You flip your, you know, if you're using a Stream Deck or whatever you're using to change scenes. Yeah, I use Touch Portal on an old phone. Whatever you're using, make sure things are you know, make sure everything's linked right. Things are changing the way they're supposed to. Then you do an unlisted stream. Make sure everything looks good. Then at that point, if everything looks good, then you're good to go. But yeah, I would just test, make sure everything's good to go, because it took a little bit for us to make sure that ours was set up right. You know, because we kept finding, oh, this wasn't right, that wasn't right. Perfect. Yep, definitely. Yeah, that's why I'm giving you this information. You don't have to do it, but it's information to help you get your live stream set up. Because as you know, as a streamer, it's not a live stream unless something goes. It's not a live stream unless something. It's not a live stream till something goes wrong. Then when something's goes wrong, it's a live stream. So, but yeah, no, you want to make sure you catch as many issues as you can before it goes live. I mean, there's some things that go wrong that there's nothing you can do. You just kind of just have to plow through it. But if there's a setting issue, a filter issue, something you need to fix, best to catch all that before you go live, because a lot of those you can't fix when you're live. Game settings, if the game isn't right but it's looking weird on the screen, yeah, that you could fix on the fly. You might just have to go in and fix the game or lower the resolution. But a lot of the stuff you can't fix while you're live. It's just how it is with these programs. That's actually better than what we have. Believe it or not. Yeah, you've got 30. We get about 22 up. So, yeah, you're a little bit better than us. So that's good. That's good. 30's good. Yeah, even 22 is good. But yeah, so the better the upload, the more places you can multi-stream to. So you may be able to do a... Depending, you have to figure out your bit rate and all that for each source. You know, so you know you've got 30. So let's just say you're using regular YouTube at 6,000. Let's just say YouTube vertical is 6,000. So there's 12,000 right there. Let's just say Twitch uses 6,000. I don't know the exact number. I'm just estimates. So already right there, you got 12,600. That's, if my math is right, that's 18 right there. So... yeah, 6,000. So if 6,000 for each one, so 6, 12, 18. So you've got 30. You could probably get away with one more, as long as it's you know, with at another 6,000. You could probably do 4, but you don't want to completely use up all your upload either. You want to have a little bit of wiggle room in case you know how things are. You know, internet issues arise. You know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The more upload you have, the better your chance of being up to stream to more sources. But you also got to watch too, is if you have different canvases, like what I'm saying is like different sizes. Let's say you got 4 different sizes, that puts more strain on your machine. But if you have 4 sources, but just 2 different canvases, that's good, because the 3 that are the same will use the same canvas, which doesn't restrict, which won't put as much strain on your machine. Yeah, that's the other drawback, is keeping up with the chat. Now, let me ask you this: when you're doing your chat, are you looking at on your computer, on your laptop, or is it on a second monitor? How do you have that set up? Let's see. I'll need to figure out what I want to do here. Let's see. Let me get, where's the, yeah, oh, this is, I want the pillar. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Actually, I don't think I need to worry about lights right there. No, I don't think I need to worry about lights too much. Because I'm going to have lights in there shining out. So I think we're good there. Okay, on the second monitor, laptop is scrolling back to see what I missed. Okay. Okay. Now, do you play on a console or on a computer with a gamepad? So I know you use a controller, but is it a computer or is it a console? Let's see. Because the way I have mine set up, I have on my computer, I have two separate monitors. I've got the monitor where my game is at, and then just off to the side, I have a dock that shows all the chat, and it's right next to where the game is playing. And so what happens is, while I'm playing, when the chat moves in that multi-chat window on my second monitor, I know to look. Now it's harder with the other windows, the others in OBS, because they're a little bit further away from the main monitor. But what I've got on my, okay, yes. So the second monitor I've got is so that way when they're scrolling up, I can quickly look. But you're still going to possibly miss chat. Okay, so PC and for Fortnite and Assassin's Creed, I use my PS5 for using Elgato Capture Card. Okay, so what you may want to think about is, like I was saying, is with I use the Caster Labs, but I think SE Live has a dock as well for the multi-chat, to where you can have all the chats combined in one window. So as people are chatting, you can see it, and you can kind of see how you want that position. Now, I've toyed with the idea of maybe getting a monitor down in front where my main monitor is, so it might be easier to read. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not completely familiar with your setup, so I'm just kind of giving you some ideas of what I do, and then you might be able to figure out, okay, yeah, I might be able to get the multi-stream if I put a monitor here or another monitor somewhere where I can see it and keep up with the chat. But I mean, there's also, you can even say, like you do, say, oh, hold on, I need to go back and check the chat and scroll back. Well, that's perfectly fine too, because it's, especially when you get more people, chat's going to be crazy. But at the same time, you may not be able to get to everybody, especially if you've got a lot of people chatting and the chat's just flying. You may not be able to get to everybody. But, when you've got a small community, it's not as bad to manage the chat. But it's something to think about. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Round concrete. How's this going to look? Ooh. Oh, can you go diagonal too? Ooh. Ooh. Ah, that's why the slow mode. Okay, yeah. I noticed that. I noticed that because it's like, oh, I hit, and I have to wait like 3 seconds to respond. Yeah, you just have to find what works best for you. What works best for me may not work best for you. But I'm just kind of relaying my setup, or at least how we kind of do things. And then all you have to do is you can evaluate, go, that doesn't quite work for me. But if I take this and do this, this works for me. So it's, like I said, it's things, people's setups are going to be different for everybody. Because, everyone handles, chat differently, or they can't, every setup's going to be different because they handle things different. Oh, no problem. I don't mind chatting. It's sometimes, building can sometimes get a little boring. But I do like that. Oh, that concrete column like that looks really good. Oh, I love that. Yeah, gonna get, yeah. Yeah, you didn't take up enough of my time. No. If anything, you helped me keep from falling asleep. I was yawning earlier. I literally was yawning earlier. All right, but I do have to say, oh, ooh, I like that. Oh, those concrete ones like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, that, it may not be lights, but that really helps stand out. It's hard to see right now because of the way the sun is, but if I have my light on, you can see it. But man, that looks good. I see, here's the thing about this game. You see, I'm not worried too much about the other factories. I'm just here chilling, building. So if that's what you wanted to do, you don't have to get too complicated. You can make just enough of the materials you need to build with, and then you just go to town building. You know, you want to build rail lines that, just to have running around a map that don't really haul much. You could do that. You don't have to get too crazy. If you like just do building and don't want to get too much into the automation side of it, you don't have to. You can just sit here, chat with your community, and just do a crazy build like this. But I gotta say, this is looking fantastic, though. It's just, wow. Just insane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that over here too. Yeah, it really does. And see, the thing is too, not everyone can be creative in building, and that's okay. You be as creative as you can. You build what you can. You build what you want. And you know what? If people don't like it, that's their issue. You hear? You build what you want. You enjoy it. You have fun. But it's always, if you got advice on, if people have advice to say, hey, maybe you put, maybe, for this design, I'll do something like that. You put it. Ooh, yeah, you like that. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to build. And that's the other thing too, when I get into Twitch. I know earlier when that person asked me for, that's why I just kind of said, if you're gonna ask about selling artwork, that kind of stuff, you get that a lot on Twitch. I was hopefully I wasn't rude. That's why I said, yeah, I don't, I'll just stop you right there. I don't want to buy, I make my own. So if you do Twitch, just be prepared for that. Or you also get people, I don't know if you saw earlier, the person that popped up, it might have been a bot saying, hey, for best viewers, blah, 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 go here, remove that. You're going to get stuff like that too. So yeah, just so you know that that you're going to get that. You get that on Twitch. You will get some of that on YouTube, but it's a lot more rare. We have on a rare occasion, we have people come in on our YouTube streams and say, hey, I got a suggestion, and they want to then say, hey, you know what, I can show you my artwork. You can improve this. And it's like, yeah, no. Yeah, you get that. Or you get people going, hey, I like your content. Hey, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, you get that too. Yeah, I try not to sound jaded, but it's just, we see that pattern. That's why I try to politely say, it's like, yeah, it depends on what you're suggesting. If it's going to be, kind of artwork, anything like that, any soliciting, no, I'm not interested. But if it has something to do with, the gameplay, that kind of stuff, yeah, great. So that's I try not to sound, be a bunghole, but sometimes in my nature, I kind of come across as one, even though I don't mean to. But I think, truth be told, I think we all can kind of be bungholes at times. I think it happens to us all. We all become bungholes at one point or another. Awesome. I do appreciate it. Thank you for for letting me know that the feedback on it. Thanks, Majestic. Yeah, I try to be nice. You know, I don't want to sound like a bunghole. All right, no problem, Majestic. Appreciate you stopping in. Yep, I'm probably not going to be going that much longer. And then I'm going to probably be doing some fireworks here pretty soon in game. I think I'm getting ready to wrap it up right here. I'm going to be eventually wiring these up, but probably not today. Oh, did I somehow? I don't know how. But are they lit? They might. Okay, I don't know if they're actually lit. I don't know if that's glitch, but man, I don't know. But yeah, no, I do appreciate you coming in, and yeah, hopefully you got that information to help you out. But yeah, no, if you've got any other questions on the multi-streaming stuff, you can reach out to me, or if any of your other your creators in your Discord that multi-stream, yeah, definitely hit them up too. You know, as you said, we all have to stick together and help each other out. That's how we all grow. We work together as a team. That's how it's done. Teamwork makes the dream work, is what I've heard the phrase say. I don't think these are actually hooked up. They look like it. Like I said, I'll hook them up later. But yeah, I do appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me for a little bit, and I hope that information does help you out. Okay, so I think it's time to head on over to the Fixmas factory. Oh, you're very welcome. Talk to you later, Majestic. Hey!
Majestic Carlin has joined the crew.
And thank you for following on Twitch, Majestic. And that sound, I think I made that one up. I made that too, I think, in a local AI as well. Customize that so that I know when it goes off. So I know that it's for Twitch. So thank you for following over on Twitch. So yep, I think I'm going to go head on over here. We're going to start setting off some fireworks at the Fixmas factory. Since now we're getting to the end of the stream, we're going to do that. I'm going to launch my firework video one more time and then start launching some fireworks in Satisfactory here. Since we are celebrating the 4th of July here. And even if you don't celebrate, anyone who's watching and don't celebrate, you are welcome to stick around and watch the fireworks. Because who doesn't like good fireworks? I love good fireworks. The only thing I don't like is when they're set off in the neighborhoods, those illegal fireworks. Though the ones I don't like is the illegal fireworks. The ones that make it sound like World War III. Yeah, it happens over here where Sarah and I live every year in our neighborhood. Sounds like World War III. And I feel bad for the pets. I feel bad for the veterans. Because especially in the combat with all the bombs and when they're in combat, and then the fireworks kind of give them a PTSD. So yeah, I feel bad for that. For all those fireworks and how that affects people, and it affects me, and it irritates me. But I can just imagine it's worse for pets and people that have PTSD. So I like to be able to watch fireworks on screen and in games. It's safer. My house won't catch fire. So yeah, the house, that would keep the house from catching fire, and it's better for the pets too as well, because it won't bug them, especially with people with PTSD. Because you're doing on a computer, they're probably not going to hear unless they're watching, but unless they choose to, and it won't affect them. So that's cool. But yeah, I think watching them on screen or on TV where they're done professionally, I think that that's the way to go. But in local neighborhoods, the illegal ones, yeah, that just irritates me and Sarah every year. But there's nothing we can do about it. We just close up all the windows, make sure the air conditioner's on, hunker down, turn on some music or watch a movie or something, and just ride it out. That's all we can do. All right, so we're going to start with this one right here. Well, before I launch it, though, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to start my video to start the fireworks portion. There we go. Yay! All right. And of course, while that's going, I'm putting down a few more extra fireworks. People in vertical can see it. All right, here we go. I'll put down one more. All right. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to set off quite a few. I'm not going to set them all off. We'll be here forever trying to set off as many as I got. All right, here we go. Gonna drop down a bit. Here we go. Launching. Woohoo! Nice. All right. Now let's see. I have a couple different ones, so I'll put that one there. Let's see. Let's novelist. I don't want that. Let's see. Sweet, sparkly. Go fancy. Gotta get those fancy fireworks. All right, we're gonna launch those three. Let's see what those look like. Here we go. Woohoo! Woo! Okay. So now, let's go ahead. Let's put one here. Actually, let's do this. Let's do it like this. So we got fancy. Stop with an obelisk. It's a little slow to respond sometimes. All right, that was that one. Yeah, see, it's what I got is I got to load and then it's sweet. Okay. All right, so we got this corner covered. Now let's go over here. And let's go ahead and let's put a few down here. 3 different ones down here. Can't remember which ones I put. Yeah, don't really know. You know what? It's okay. Not a big deal if I put some of the similar. It's all right. You know what? I'm going to put a 4th one just for the heck of it. You know what? I'm going to put one over here. And one here. Drop one there. Drop one there. And one there. These are the fancy ones. They're the sparkly. And I'm going to have to go at an angle so that everybody... Oh, that was fancy I did last. Sweet. All right. So I'm going to have to go at an angle to see these. And I'm just randomly dropping them. Ooh. I'll make one more pass of the different ones. Oh, interesting when they land. They make like a jingle sound. Interesting. All right, let's get a fancy one down here. There we go. Reload. Oh, hit the wrong key. Spark. No, we'll do spark. Oh yeah, we're loading this up with fireworks. Oh yeah. We're loading up. There we go. All right. Trying to get in position here. All right, here we go. Let me go and let me put that away. Put this away. All right, here we go. Oh, I need that back. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh yeah! Wow! Wow! All right, I think we're gonna do one more round. All right, which one are we on? We're on the spark. All right, we're gonna start with the sparkly. We're gonna do one more round. Just drop them back and forth. Oh, on the track too. Close enough. All right, let's do fancy. Right. Ooh, that's gonna be close. All right, so these are the. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh well, we'll get to watch them. Whee! Woo! Okay, since I screwed that up, we're gonna do one more round. I was supposed to hit the reload. All right, what do we got? We're gonna go back to sparkly. And what I'm going to do is this corridor here, instead of just all in a line, I'm just going to just randomly toss them as soon as they're ready. There we go. These are the sparklies. All right, now we're gonna go fancy. Randomly tossing. So we gotta be able, so they're not quite lined up, so that we'll be able to see them a little bit better. Okay, now we're gonna go back and do the sweet. There we go. All right. Back. Keep it tossing. And this will be the finale. Oh yeah, we got tons of fireworks. Oh, and I got tons being made right there with what's left of materials. I got quite a bit in storage. So I don't. Ooh, I gotta watch out that don't go up my butt. I don't want that to go up my butt. Okay. All right. I think that should do it. All right. So here we go. Gonna light up the sky to grand finale. In 3, 2, 1. Woo-wee! Look at them go! Wow! Wow! Yeah! Woohoo! All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here for the day. I want to thank everyone for watching. Everyone who celebrates 4th of July, happy 4th of July. If you don't celebrate, that's okay. If you want to watch the fireworks, definitely enjoy watching the fireworks, even if you don't celebrate. Everyone most people like fireworks. I don't think not everyone does, but most people do. So enjoy the fireworks. Be safe out there. Thank you all for watching. If you got value out of this content, hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching over on Twitch, please follow over there. If you have subscribed and followed, thank you. Do appreciate it. It does help us out. And with that, I'm going to get on out of here. This is Silvershade saying, gamers don't die. See you at the respawn point. Bye, everybody.